right, team, I've got this thing out of the garage. The hood is back on. Moment of truth. Let's take it for a test drive and see how she goes. I do have HP tuners in here running a log. The biggest reason is I want to make sure that I'm getting all 4 gears in the transmission. The only reason I have any doubts, questions at all is because I did a segment swap. Sometimes a segment swap doesn't take. So I'm just going to run a log, make sure everything's doing what it's supposed to be doing, and take this thing for a ride. It's funny, I'm so used to driving like my big crew cab long bed, extended cab short bed, etc. Like all of my like big trucks. This thing, it feels like a go-kart compared to those. It's so small. There's second gear, that's good. Third gear. And it says we're in fourth gear. One of the important things that I see a lot of people forget to do is make sure you go into the gear tire wizard and you have the correct rear end gears and the correct tire size in, because the computer factors for all of that stuff for shift points, shift timing, and everything. So far, so good. The real test, the real question, what I'm not sure about is cruise control. Is the cruise control gonna work? It should. But I'm just not sure. Let's get on the highway and see how this thing does. See if our cruise control works. Oh please, oh please. And it took like no throttle at all to get up to 70 miles an hour. Oh, womp womp. Cruise control does not work. Everything else is working though. Torque inverter clutch is applied. Fourth gear, highway speed, rolling right along. Sorry there, team. It's definitely got some pep. All right, team, it's a while later, like a few weeks. Alan needed his truck back, and I had to figure some stuff out. I did the test drive, and everything worked except the cruise control. So I came back, did a little more research, Alan took his truck. He needed it to do stuff. We finally were able to match up schedules. I figured out what I needed to figure out. He was going on vacation, so I could work on the truck while I was gone. And the thing that I missed to make the cruise control work is the cruise control set coast switch signal. So in this circumstance, I needed to get the cruise control on signal, the cruise control set coast signal, and the cruise control resume accelerate signal. I needed to get those 3 wires out of the cruise control plug that went to the cruise control module, because we're not using that anymore. And then I needed to bring them over and plug them into the C100 connector under the fuse panel. And all I did was match up the function of the wires. So pin A, which was my dark blue wire, cruise control set coast switch signal for electronic throttle control. And then the cruise control on switch signal I had already moved over, and the cruise control resume accelerate switch signal I had already moved over. So I moved those, I got that last wire over, pinned in, put away. Everything's tucked away neatly. That plug is no longer used back in there. I'll put the covers back on. Now the cruise control will work, and this thing will be 100% functioning exactly like it was there from the factory. You'd never know anything had been done to the truck unless you knew that GM didn't put a 6-liter and a 4L80 into these things stock. So I'm gonna put the cover back on, get the little brace back on. Somebody else added some wiring for something here. I'm gonna tidy that up, because even though it's not my truck, like, I don't want somebody to look at this somewhere, Alan, be like, oh, you know, I had Jason swap it for me, and then see this wire hanging out, and I don't want that. It'll take me 2 minutes to tidy it up and make it look nice, so that's what I'm gonna do. And then we'll go for a test drive, and I'll show you everything is working exactly how it should. All right, everybody. So back out for another test drive. This should be the last test drive on this thing. Drivability wise, the truck is great. Alan's been driving it for a month now. Says he hasn't had any troubles with it. Drivability is great. The only thing we needed to figure out was that cruise control, which I'm about 99% sure it's set to go now. And he wanted me to take the speed limiter off of it. So I'm gonna get it out on the interstate, check, make sure that the cruise control functions, and then check and make sure that the speed limiter is removed. And then this project is done. It's 100% cock locked and ready to rock, and you'd never know it didn't come from the factory this way, which was my goal the whole time. So I'll bring you back when we get out there. All right. Out here on the highway, just confirmed, speed limiter definitely is removed. It'll go as fast as you want it to go now. So perfect, that'll make Alan happy. And now I need to test the cruise control. So flip it on, press the set button. Oh, there's our little green cruise light. And the truck is maintaining speed. That's what we wanted. The axle works, picks up speed. Can we turn it back off or decel? Yep. Decel works, perfect, and off. Outstanding. We have working cruise control, everybody. Just that one more wire that I didn't get moved over at first, and everything's working exactly how it should now, exactly like it did, like it would have if it came from the factory this way. Outstanding. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. V6 to V8 Silverado. Not a terribly complex swap. I mean, honestly, you're doing something that came from the factory. Not in this exact configuration, but they made 2005 Silverados with a V8 in them. So it can be done with all stock parts, a little bit of wiring, and a few other little odds and ends that you have to change over, but really not a terrible project. And this one's done. Completely done, fully functioning, everything working exactly how it should from the factory. I know Alan's going to be, he was pumped before, he's going to be even happier now that the cruise control is working. And I'm excited for him. I'm thankful for the opportunity to do it, to learn, and to make these videos for you guys. So I hope this series has helped. If this is something you're thinking about, at least now you have a little bit of a guide towards what you'll need to do, what you'll need to find, and how to go about it. And hopefully this will help you make your decision or do your swap if you're going to. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to all the subscribers and everybody commenting and interacting with the videos. I really, really appreciate all the support. I love helping and answering questions. And that's it for this one. On to the next one. Thanks again for watching, everybody. Until the next video, take care.